Alright, well, I'm Tim Bowman and make this video kind of trying to hear myself and see how much it actually makes sense. I'm trying to share some bit of wisdom, but I guess I'm going to speak on making a positive influence. I'm going to crack down on myself before I crack down on others, so I'm not too hypocritical and judgmental. But yeah, definitely, I'd probably say I'm the biggest hypocrite I know, mainly because everybody kind of comes to me and they look at me like a Dr. Phil or a monk because I can talk and I can say things that sound really wise and poetic, kind of motivational and moving at the same time. But yet, I have a lot of answers for people, and I have a lot of stuff that can inspire them, or inspire them, not inspire them. My bad. But I never do those things myself, so I don't really practice what I preach, and that's why I say I'm a big hypocrite. And it's funny, because I do have these answers. I have enough to get by, I have enough to be happy. I can't get myself to do them, and you know, I'm gonna kind of step back away from the life I've been living. And that means no more booze, no more sex, you know, no more anything like drug wise. I think the hardest thing is going to be able to give up is my chew, but humans as a whole have a very addictive personality. I think we fall easily into addictions and what society feeds us, mainly because we need a routine. We need something that we can always see, and feel, and know it's real, and that's why faith is something people struggle with. It's because that's all it is. It's faith. That's the only thing you have to describe it. You have feelings that you can make arguments that maybe our minds play trick on us, but I don't know. When you feel something's real enough, it's better to follow than not. I mean, what do you have to lose? When it comes to religion, I don't think you have to go to church. There's a guy on YouTube, I forget his name, but he does the "Why I Hate Religion" of these videos, and that's what I've been trying to say to people for a long time. He really puts it in great perspective. Good words, good words. I suggest anybody to watch his videos. They're pretty good. But I think honestly, if you're looking for any kind of answer to get by in life or anything at all, I think everything is going to come down to one answer, and that's simple. It's just love. Love. That's not very many letters for such a big word with such a great meaning. To unconditionally love somebody, to totally forgive and forget and not judge is going to lead to peace. I think that's the hardest thing to master, but I think if you're striving to be like Christ, which Christ was just an ultimate example of love, then you're doing what is right, and I think that you're going to get by. I don't necessarily believe that there's a hell. Sometimes I believe that here on earth, this life is our hell. Because, I think that God is so forgiving and He is so loving that we're all going to go to heaven. I mean, if you think about it, what Hitler did to us is wrong, but I think even Hitler has a chance, to go to heaven if he chose to, because at that time what he was doing wasn't seen wrong by so many people. So who are we to decide what's wrong and what's right? Because we don't know shit. We change our minds. We're all a bunch of little girls. Think about it. Can't decide what we're gonna wear and how we're gonna be and what lies we're gonna tell the next day. So I don't know. I think just really focus on trying to love and love unconditionally and forgive people. But I think before we can ever try to help others and ever try to fix things we don't think is right, I think what we gotta do is start with what we see in the mirror. Like Michael Jackson said, is despite all of his problems, everybody knows some shit. And that was probably one of the wisest things he ever said. You gotta start with the man in the mirror. Um, Definitely, I know I could do a lot to change, but if you're a person who's uncomfortable with what they see and how they feel about themselves, there's kind of a little exercise you can do for yourself. Just wake up every morning, say you're a girl, and you're not confident with like how beautiful you are inside and out or something. When you wake up in the morning with messed up hair and no makeup on, go to the mirror, and you can do this if you're a guy too, obviously. Hopefully you're not gonna have makeup on, but if you do, that's your thing, and that's cool. Um, you just go to the mirror and say, look deeply, and you can see that spark that's in your eyes, and that shows that you still have life, and you're not dead. And you're gonna make mistakes, and you're gonna feel pain to say to yourself, no matter what anybody else tells you, I love and accept that person, and I'll do anything for them. And if you can do that, and you can tell yourself 3 reasons why you love and accept that person, and 3 reasons why other people love and accept you, like people around you, the most important people, like your family and your friends that are supposed to be there for you in the hard times, then I think that's going to really be the first step to help you get by and help you realize that you are valuable no matter what society or anybody tells you. Somebody once told me that we're either going, we're either in a storm, coming out of a storm, or there's a storm on the way that we know nothing about. So, what that is it's a metaphor for like all the troubled times, the low spots in our lives we go through. And there's always obstacles ahead. There's hurdles in the race. You know what I mean? You can't, when you're doing a 100-meter dash on these hurdles, you can't just run around them. You get disqualified. You got to figure out how to get over those and get past them. So, but if you carry your umbrella and you think of your umbrella as your friends, your families, loved ones who truly care about you, surround yourselves from those people, or not from those people, but with those people, and they're there to, reach out a hand when you fall, pick you up, brush you off, and get you on your way, and to walk by your side. And but one thing I've definitely learned is they can't carry you. The choice is always yours. Every day when you wake up, when the sun rises, and every day when you go to sleep when the sun sets, the choice is yours. No matter what, the outcome is on your shoulders. Because if you think about it seriously, nobody can make you do anything at all. In the end, it's your choice. When are you going to give into what they're saying or what have you? The choice is yours, and hopefully everybody who ever sees this video, I hope maybe they're smarter than me and they have more answers than me. If they don't, I hope they can get something good out of this. But really, the only message I'm trying to make clear is love is the number one thing. It's the number one answer. That's going to bring the most joy to your heart. But you got to start with right here and right here. You got to love that person before you can love everybody else. Because this world is cruel, and from the words of Sylvester Stallone in Rocky 6, I love this movie. He said, life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. The world is a very mean and nasty place, and it will knock you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. It doesn't matter how tough you are, you, me, or nobody's going to hit as hard as life. But life's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. If you know what you're worth, you gotta go out and get what you're worth. You can't let people point fingers in your face and tell you you're no good. And then look for a big shadow to blame and say, I'm not where I want to be because of him or her or anybody. And that's what cowards do. And I don't really think you're a coward. I don't think I'm a coward. I think we're just people. We're going to make mistakes and we're going to be weak at times. But that's what we got to realize, that everything does rest on us. We have the choice. So, the golden rule really does go far in life. Treat others how you want to be treated. If you love others, you're going to get love in return. Karma is true, and word of mouth is true too. So when you say things, be positive to everybody. Be positive about yourself, and I think you're going to find happiness right there. It's amazing. Energy, I think there's a whole nother thing I can talk about energy. When you speak negatively, nothing but negative is going to happen, right? So when you speak positively, I think you're going to succeed. It goes hand in hand. You can compare yourself, you can compare other people around you to that of a flower. If you think about it, flowers are very complicated but yet simple, very beautiful and real, but at the same time kind of hard to understand. But if you think about it, our life is just like the life of a flower that comes back every year. In the spring, when the sun is shining and things are going great and you get some rain, get some nutrition, some health, then we're gonna bloom and we're gonna be beautiful. And each petal represents another event in our life, and each one is unique, but matches and makes the whole picture itself. But then in the winter time, we kind of disappear, we kind of fade. We have no more petals, we bloom, we go away. I think the winter time represents the depression in our lives for the flower, and that represents our low spots. And when we don't want to shine, when we just kind of want to hide away, and we don't know who we are, and we don't know where we're going. But it's those times that you can take and turn it into something positive. You can take all the pain and all the struggles and go somewhere with it by learning from your mistakes and not allowing it to happen again. Like I said before, I can't say this enough. The responsibility rests on your shoulders. In the next spring, you're going to come back with more petals, different petals, more unique, and you'll be all that more beautiful because you've learned more. You know, don't let the winter defeat you. Let the spring make you, I guess. I don't know. I think that everybody is a beautiful enough flower to be in God's garden. He wants you in His garden. You're not a weed, definitely. And every flower is unique and every flower is different, but you can see that, that everyone is pretty. So we are who we are for a reason. We are made the way we are, made to be. But yeah, everybody has times to struggle to find themselves. Um, I don't know. I didn't really prepare anything for this video. I just kind of talking. I'm pretty sure it could be a lot more motivational and a lot more poetic in many ways if I wrote something down. But I just want to be real with myself and trying to see where I'm at mainly. But yeah, give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of judgment for this video. That's just how people are. But I mean, I've been that way too many times. But hey, if I can help anybody, let me know. If you got any questions, I'll try to answer. Let me know. Hit me up.